Yo, what is up, everybody? Today we're doing tier list royalty-free music. Tier lists are very relevant still, and I love me some royalty-free music. So I figured maybe just combine all my loves into one video. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be tier listing? Is that a verb? I don't know. We're gonna be deciding what the best what's some of the best royalty-free music is. Okay, so if anyone's new to tier lists, basically all it is I've got all these royalty-free, these screenshots of the audio files of royalty-free music on the right here, and we're gonna be grading them. S tier is the best, F tier is the worst, in between is in between, and yeah, we just, you know, rank them the way I'd rank. It's pretty self-explanatory. You'd have to be pretty stupid not to understand what's happening right now. Yeah, I've got these audio files of royalty-free music all available on Incompetech, or however you pronounce it, by Kevin Macleod. But yeah, let's just get started with, I'll just start with Amazing Plan here. Amazing Plan is really like a classic one. Everybody know a lot of these are. I tried to go for the most like well-known classic examples of royalty-free music. It's not really that groundbreaking. It's kind of like average sort of music, but it's still really good, and the amount of times it's used in things, I feel like Amazing Plan is kind of like a B tier one. Pretty B tier material there. Let's listen to Arcadia. That one's really kind of boring. I get it. It's like useful for those kinds of like sort of like mystical, heavenly things. But just, I don't know, just listening to it on its own, it's really kind of boring. I think I'm gonna probably put it in E tier. All right, next up we've got Black Vortex, which I think is the spacey kind of like song. So we'll just give that one a quick listen. Kind of like, it's kind of like Star Wars. Ooh. Big switch up there. It was like a swelling kind of, and then there's like a little bit of like a eerie sort of, but like intenseness to it. So it's got this kind of nice build up for about a minute, and then it kind of drops into this thing. So I'm just gonna keep listening because I want to see if it has any more surprises to offer. God. Wow, that song, so to be honest, at the beginning I thought it wasn't going to be very good. I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of like a D tier, it's kind of boring, a little swelly, but then it had the drop where it was just kind of like, you know, intense. I think the beginning is like, you know, the villain is coming, and then by the time it breaks down into the whole second part or whatever, he's there, and you got to be careful because the villain is there, and he might even be attacking at this point. But there's definitely a section where it just like it's built up a bit, and then it drops down, and you think you're safe, and then all of a sudden it's like that was pretty good. That was like a journey. Most songs are just kind of background music, but this one's definitely like a soundtrack, but like it still tells a story. Like most of these are just like modifying songs, but this one is a story, and you can use it to really develop what you're creating. So I think honestly, Black Vortex, I gotta put it with B. I gotta put it on a B tier. Yeah. Local Forecast Elevator. This is like the elevator music type, news type sort of song. Very well known. Yeah, it gets pretty funky. Yeah, I mean, it could work for a lot of things. It could also, it kind of sounds like a very mellow, like loading screen, not loading, but like a character select screen maybe. It works for news forecasts. That's what it's advertised as. Elevator music, obviously. I feel like it's pretty versatile, honestly. My gut says to give it, my gut says A tier, but that makes me feel a little weird about Black Vortex. I feel almost like I should move that up to A too, because I think that has better qualities than elevator music. Yeah, I'm gonna also bring up Black Vortex. This is a, you know, this is a working document. We can move stuff around. Next up we have Fluffing a Duck, which I believe is a pretty classic one. I'm really not feeling that one. It's like it's background music for like a Minecraft or some gaming trolling video, and I just can't stand by that. You know, I can't really give this a good grade. I gotta, honestly, that's an F. No. Yeah, that's an F. So next up is Call to Adventure. So right off the bat, he's introduced a lot of nice instrumentals. They just kind of keep adding on so early in the song. I feel like a lot of the music on here, it's kind of like, you know, 4 bars of one instrument and they add another one in the next cycle or whatever. I don't know anything about music production, but this one is like 1, 2, 3, 4, new instrument, 1, 2, 3, 4, new instrument. And it just keeps adding on right at the beginning, which I like. It kind of ramps up pretty nice. Yeah, it's a good quality. Let's keep listening. It's just so unpredictable, which has like a nice charm to it. Oh yeah. There's a lot of different like sections to this song I'm noticing, like which is really cool. It's sort of telling a bit of a story like Black Vortex, but at the same time I feel like it's not as like story based, but it is like a really just kind of like a, there's this part and then it's like, oh, here's this new part, now we're kind of a slow part. And I mean, I don't know how it ends. Maybe I'll check it. I bet it ends kind of similar to the way it starts, with that kind of fast-pacedness after the slowness. That would make sense to me. Sounds like it's building back up, so. See, but and maybe I'm just dumb, but I feel like he's using new instruments at different octaves and stuff like so well. Like maybe it's the same instrument or whatever, but I don't know. Just the whole song, there's really like, it's repetitive because it has to be, because that's just how music is. But at the same time, there's a lot of difference and variety still in it, which is pretty cool. I think Call to Adventure is S tier. Honestly, guys, I really do. Next up, we have Carefree. Oh my god. That's almost like a cursed song. I feel like it's too overused. Like, you know exactly what types of videos this is used for. It's like crafting videos, travel videos, stuff like that. Like, just like the most amateur. This is the most amateur royalty-free song, I feel like, personally. Obviously all these are funny if you use them ironically. I think that's the point of this video. But yeah, Carefree, it's just too infamous. I have to put it at F. Next up is a Cipher. Yeah, that's another classic. Honestly, I feel like this might be one of the older ones. I don't know exactly when they were all made. I probably could look into it, but I remember this one like being like from the beginning of time. I think I used it once in like a really old Minecraft video that I once made that's just like deleted beyond belief right now, but I think that's the most like middle ground one. Like, it's good, but it's also like kind of old and overused, but at the same time that doesn't hurt it that much. The fact that it's kind of got that overused quality, I think it's a C. I'd say it's a C. So next up is Spinning Monkeys. I know this one. I've used this one. What did I use it in? Let me listen. I think I've used it in a video either on this channel or Matt O'Neill's or something. Oh, I think it was in the Minecraft video. I think I used it. I remember Matt's getting a chest out of a tree and I'm behind him. Yeah, I used this one in the Minecraft video. Garbage. Terrible song. I'm gonna give it... Nah, I'm just kidding. That's kind of like a C. I don't know. Cut and Run. I don't think I've ever heard this one. Oh. Alright, well, I know it's just the build-up, but right now it's it just got boring real fast, but I'm sure it's gonna drop. I bet it's gonna drop so freaking hard. You guys ready for this? Should I have like been doing the whole video up close to the mic like this, like Leafy's here type stuff? Like, oh, hey guys, this next cringe song is so freaking cringe, bro. Literally cringe. Let's listen to it. This song is literally cringe. Nah, I cannot. That song is terrible. It's almost less than F tier. I'm just putting it on an F tier but that was pretty bad. I've heard it. The thing about these songs is you've heard them in so many like iconic things. I feel like I know exactly what type of video I heard this from. Like not even like somebody making fun of a fashion thing. I feel like this is like fashion show music. I think I've seen it in a video where somebody's like doing a fake fashion show or something. But yeah, no, it's awful. It's probably the worst song I've ever heard in my entire life. Hitman, this one is a pretty good one. It's kind of eerie and intense. It's good for like a spy movie, I guess. Yeah, Hitman's a pretty classic. It feels like a first-person shooter video game loading screen, so I really can't complain about that. That's B. Yeah, that's B tier. Oh god. All right, Ice Flow. I think this is kind of like the more hippie hoppy dippity dappity type, so we'll give her a listen. That bass. That one was pretty epic. Ice Flow is like a B. A tier. It's A tier. Sneaky Snitch. I feel like I shouldn't even have to play this one, honestly. It's a staple. I applied for a scholarship that once like needed this song to be used. I didn't win, but it was like an animation one, and it had to be Christmas themed, and it had to have this song and Jingle Bells. It was a really bad animation and I didn't win the scholarship, but this song is iconic enough for an animation career company thing to feel the need to use it in a scholarship opportunity. So let's give it a quick listen, but I'm pretty sure this is just the most epic song imaginable to the history of music, I think. I don't even need to play the full thing. It's a classic. I'm not gonna give it like a super good grade for that fast of a reaction. Like I'm not, because I know sometimes it's like I'll play it for a second and be like, that's the one, baby. But nah, this ain't it. This is just kind of like an average one, but like I don't even need to play it because everybody's already heard it. I'm saying, yeah, B tier, because it's almost universal, this song. Which is kind of dumb because I feel like all this music is universal because it's instrumental music. Everybody understands what the motif of the song is, you know? Everybody gets it, oh, it's a little sneaky song. But like this, I feel like every person in human existence has heard this song at one point. Like maybe it's the first song you hear like when you're coming out of the womb. You're like, all right, it's time to come out, but I gotta be a little sneaky about it. So let me just play in my mind Sneaky Snitch. And then like, you know, you're crawling out of your mom and you just like, and then like everybody's yelling on the other end, but like for you feel like you're just a little sneaky snitch. That's the name of the song. Let's continue to the next one. Investigations. No, it's awful. E. Is it? It's F. It's an F song. I'm sorry. It's good for certain uses, right? It's good for like it's royalty-free music. Why do I care so much? It's literally just, I'm explaining what royalty-free music is as I give my arguments. I'm like, well, it's good music for the background of that's what all these are. These are all background songs. But for some reason, this one, it just has no real personality. It's like genuinely just like crappy background music. Not that it's poorly produced. Like it's not a crappy song, but it's just from the vast variety of choices on Incompetech or whatever the website is. Don't choose this one. Everybody does, which is fine. I mean, maybe that's more reason to do it, but I hate it. I want it to die, so I'm giving it F tier. Next up, we've got Jaunty Gumption. It's the same initials as me, JG. I guess I'm supposed to feel some connection towards this. So let's see what it has to offer. This song is awful. This song is a mess. Everything is F tier. I almost feel like I need to move stuff up just to put this one below it. I'm honestly considering doing that. Yeah, I think I might. Guys, this is a game changer. I think I'm gonna move everything up one just to fit Jaunty Gumption below it all. That was a disgusting song, and I know it gets worse. Do you want to hear? I'll play it in the background for a little bit, but you can hear, right? It's disgusting. It's terrible. What are they doing with these whistles and ugh, disgusting. It's still probably the worst song ever made. Have I said that about all the ones I put in F? Because this one is the worst song ever made, and I really doubt anything is gonna trump it. So let's just keep going. We've got Volatile Reaction. Let's listen to Volatile Reaction. At first I thought it was kind of boring, like a little boring, but I knew what the motive was. I thought it'd be good for like a little action sequence, but then he really introduced those like those stereotypical like horns and just the drums got like more intense as it went on, and yeah, it's pretty good, pretty decent. I was gonna put it on D tier with Arcadia because I felt like it was the same type of song, but I almost feel like now I need to put it at a C because it kind of surprised me a little. And then like, yeah, we've heard these a lot of times. I'm sure a lot of you have heard these songs multiple times, and maybe you like already know all these little like you see it coming, right? But I don't know what to tell you. This is my tier list, and I forgot that happens. So I was gonna give it a D right from the get-go, but it really persevered and it made it through, and now it's a C. So God bless it. Next we've got Merry Go, which I feel like is a little playful one, like Merry Go Round. I bet they're trying to allude to. Yeah, another classic. I mean, obviously I was kind of vibing to it, but I think now, you know how like food is really good, but then it has that aftertaste. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not worth more than D, which now that I'm putting it there, it kind of concerns me a little because I'm pretty sure it's just like my brain doesn't like the fact that D is so low compared to the stuff around it, and it wants to make this like kind of perfect bell curve, but I don't care. This video really doesn't matter. Why the hell are you watching this? All right, Meatball Parade is next. No. God, no. That's F. Everybody knows that. After that one, I think Kevin should be in jail. I think Kevin should be incarcerated for creating such a terrible masterpiece. Like, it's so artistically bad. That's what's amazing about it. What is that even going to be used for? What type... See, I'm losing brain cells after listening to it. What type of scene would that be useful for? It's kind of, I think maybe like if you were to have it where this guy gets tricked into thinking he won the lottery, like he gets all this money, and then everyone's like, oh dude, you won the lottery, man, you got so much money. But then eventually he finds out like, oh, you didn't win the lottery, that was whatever. Actually, all this money that we're giving you is from your dead grandparents who just died. It's their inheritance money. And then that music starts playing as everyone's like, haha, pranked you, and the guy's just there like dead inside. He's just so upset. But I don't need to explain the joke any further. It's really just a it's kind of a rip-off of Hitman a little bit, same like thing. I don't know, a little bit of like an action intense type thing. It's just the mediocre Hitman. I'm gonna give it a D. That's a D. All right, Music to Delight. Hopefully This music. Delights. I feel like that's the same category of like losing the lottery but winning the money because your parents died and you got their grandparents died and you get their inheritance. It's such like a goofy, dark song in a way, which is a really weird category. It's almost impressive. Like I feel like from the get-go I was thinking maybe giving it like an E or an F to be like a little silly intense, like, oh, this song is, guys, look at this terrible song I found. This song is so bad, guys. Let's all listen to it and then hate it all at the same time together. But now that I'm listening, you have to appreciate the genius of Kevin, because he found a way to make a dark, goofy song. It's scary. It's honestly more terrifying than, I think there's a horror song on here. Maybe we can do that one next to like really contrast it. This song is so bad, so eerie, so terribly silly and mindlessly just everywhere that it almost feels like the biggest masterpiece I've ever heard. Maybe this is a little controversial, guys, but I'm honestly feeling this as an S tier. I get how that might upset some people, but like if it really upsets you that bad, then probably take a long look in the mirror and wonder why you're getting disappointed about royalty-free music, and hopefully that helps. The House of Leaves is the horror one, I believe, so we'll listen to that one next to contrast kind of the goofy, scary. I honestly think that Music to Delight is scarier than this, but we're gonna find out. So House of Leaves. That definitely wasn't as scary as Music to Delight, but it's horror music. It does its job. Yeah, because we have to keep in mind this is royalty-free music. It doesn't need to be paid for. It can be used in pretty much anything. So it's important to have a horror song, you know, because that's a genre that we need to pay attention to. But it's not my favorite genre, honey. So we're putting it in D. Next up is, oh, this is a good one. I already know. Pixel Peeker Polka. Let's give this one a little peek at the Pixel Peeker Polka. It honestly kind of sounds like if you just, it's an arcade song. That's what it's supposed to be. It's kind of like an arcade thing. I swear to God, there's like a claw machine that uses music. Either it is this song or it's very similar to this song. Yeah, honestly, that was pretty good. It does its job. I think I'll give it a B. Give it a B. That's a good score, huh? Run Amok. Let's see if it's worthy of praise or not. So basic, and not in a good way. I feel like maybe I've just been listening to all these too long, but genuinely this one, like there's 3 songs on here that I think sound very similar, but this definitely isn't one of the stronger ones, because I mean I can't remember the other ones, but I got a D maybe a little bit of D. D's nuts. Next is Scheming Weasel, which I think is kind of like either a prequel or a sequel to Sneaky Snitch, but let's give it a listen with our ears. Why don't we? Once again, it's pretty basic. Where did I put Sneaky Snitch? I put it at B tier. I mean, maybe that's just me thinking that like using the synonyms is kind of what makes the song similar, but this song isn't as good as Sneaky Snitch, just because Sneaky Snitch is so much more. I mean, it was used in my scholarship competition. If you were listening earlier, you remember me saying that. So I think I don't know. I'm feeling another D. Yeah, it's just as bad as Run Amok, honestly. Sneaky Adventure is kind of concerning because it's another sneaky type song, which kind of, who knows, maybe it sucks. I might not like this genre of music. Sneaky genre. The sneaky genre might not be satisfying to me, and that's okay. The thing is, if you like, you know, Scheming Weasel and Sneaky Snitch and Sneaky Adventure and all the other songs that sound similar to that, that's fine. I'm not judging you as a person for enjoying a certain sound of music. We've all got different brains. We've all have different things that sound good to us, and I'm not judging anyone's taste of music if you disagree. And I would hope you don't judge my choices too heavily. Maybe just the best argument is I'm ignorant, right? Like, you could go and you could say like, oh, Justin, you stupid piece of garbage trash idiot.
Yeah, local forecast? That is such a stupid song, Justin. That is so dumb. Well, why would you put it on B tier, Justin? Don't you understand that Fluffing a Duck is a million times better? Because he uses a 7-8 time signature.
Or something like that. Maybe there's something I'm not getting, right? And this needs to start conversations, right? This list isn't set in stone. I'll save the Photoshop document. I'll make changes. I'll make adjustments if I need to, okay? But I need to be convinced. And I get it. I get why you would like Scheming Weasel, okay? I understand. I know. It's just not for me. But maybe it could be. Maybe if you can tell me, like, oh, Justin, this is the song we played at my mother's funeral, that it brings me good memories. Maybe if you explain something like that to me, I'll be able to understand and get a better taste for it. But other than that, I'll just stamp her until I'm done. So Sneaky Adventure, let's give it a hear. That's F tier. F. Sneaky Adventure is the one exception to that whole feel I just went on. Don't listen to that. Stringed disco. Stringed disco. Oh crap. That one's just a vibe. I honestly can't complain about that one in any way, shape, or form. You saw how it got me moving? Did you see how that one got me moving, fellas? That one got me moving, grooving, boogieing, and jiving, honey. We got the quadcept, what's like a trifecta, four. We've got four things. It's the quadruple threat. Jive and disc. What was? I don't even remember. It doesn't matter because the song is so good. It's going. Is it S tier? Yes, it's S tier. The Builder. I've heard this in like Lego. I used to watch a lot of Lego videos. Used to. Okay. I don't still watch Lego videos. I'm 18 years old, Dad. The Builder, everyone. It just sounds too much like everything else, but it's not bad. Oh God, it's not bad. It's not a bad song. It's not a bad song, but it's, is it basic enough to... Did you see how I instinctively put it in C because I wanted that curve? Because like without it, there's just this divot there. But I think this is more of a D, which kind of sucks because I'm putting a lot of stuff in D, and that makes me feel like I hate everything, but whatever. I've been going at it for about an hour. That's why I'm getting a little choked up. I'm not used to talking, period. So wallpaper.mp3. let's give it a listen. That's just like it's E tier. I don't need to explain myself anymore. The show must be go. The show must be go! Okay. This one is giving me strong, and most of these probably should be, but this one especially. You know that like trend where people would dress up as Spider-Man and Elsa and then like reenact domestic abuse and stuff? This song is giving me those vibes. I feel like this is like a really popular song for those people to use. Ew, it's disgusting. I can't get behind this one. That's F. Nah, yeah, that's F all the way, baby. Truth of the Legend. Guys, this is the last freaking song. It's been a fun ride. Hopefully we're ending it with a good one. I don't know. Sounds kind of like a fantasy type, so let's give her a little listen-y-do, and then we'll have our closing remarks, and this video will finally be over, and you'll be allowed to leave, because you know you've been stuck here, right? You were, if you left prematurely, if you left before this, you've been cursed, and you wouldn't know that. And the curse is that now you're not allowed to like the video. If you're still here, you're kind of obligated to like the video and maybe comment something like, Justin, I love your sweatshirt today. Is that Teddy Fresh? Is that Teddy Fresh, Justin? Justin, can you afford Teddy Fresh clothing? Yeah, say that. And with all my inability to talk in there, where I just go, keep that in the comments. I'd love to see your spelling of my pronunciations. But let's continue. The truth of the legend. Alright guys, this one's A tier, fellas. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that. So this has been my first ever tier list. I hope it's the worst video you've ever seen in your entire young finite life. I hope that when we all die, these songs just play on repeat in hell. And I hope to see you there, jiving to Call to Adventure, Music to Delight, and String Disco, the 3 S tier songs. Here's the final list. Give your criticisms in the comments below, and maybe I'll print them out and piss on copies of them. I don't really know what I'll probably... who cares? Goodbye.